Oh,
Wait,
shit.
Oh my god, it's Mario Strikers!
Let's
No,
go!
It might be Titanfall, but it's not Titanfall.
Front mission first.
What the f is that?
That's a Teleview game?
Satellite!
Wait,
What?
No Man's Sky.
Wait.
Each orbited by planets.
What the f?
So, Nintendo just hit us with one hell of a direct recently. I really hate to start this all off with a negative note, just like most other Nintendo fans. But anyway, it is important context when it comes to what is going on recently. As a lot of you already know, Nintendo has taken down this YouTube channel that goes by the name Giva Sunner for uploading rips of some Nintendo music. But then right after they recently did this takedown, they decided to announce a direct out of nowhere. But at the same time, it makes sense considering that a ton of directs has already happened in February. So a lot of people predicted if we were going to get one this February, and of course, we did. And trust me, because they announced this right after Giva Sunner was taken down, a lot of people were hoping that what they provide in this new direct was worth all of it. And in my honest opinion, it does kind of minus the impact of that a little bit. And I'm going to explain all of that here. Today, I'm going to be discussing almost all of the things that they had announced in this direct. Obviously, I'm going to be skipping over ones that I'm not that familiar with or ones that I don't really care much about. And I'm going to be focusing on the ones that I do care about. And we're going to be doing it in the order of when they appear on the direct. In fact, dare I argue that this newest direct they have given us is probably the best direct Nintendo has done in recent memory. Well, at least in my honest opinion. I'll explain the reason why I have this opinion later on in the video, but what you need to know is that a lot has been announced, and I'm going to be discussing all of that here. Oh, and if you do like what you see here, and you enjoy the kind of content I create, then be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button so you'll be notified when I upload a video. It's free, and you can cancel anytime. Alright, let's get into the first thing that I'm mainly caring about when it came to this direct, and that was No Man's Sky coming to the Switch. Yeah, I know, No Man's Sky was kind of like a punching bag throughout 2016 because of how buggy it was, but in recent memory, No Man's Sky has gotten a lot of updates and a lot of patches, and now it's considered one of the best games you could ever get on the PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. And now, this finalized, polished experience is finally coming over to the Nintendo Switch, and it's not like a cloud version either. It's going to natively run on the Switch. And this trailer definitely shows a lot of the polish that the game has finally gotten, and it looks incredible if I'm going to be honest, and I cannot wait to be able to play it myself. The release date hasn't been specified, but it's set for release this summer. Next on the list is a new Mario Strikers game, surprisingly. For those that don't know, Super Mario Strikers is this extreme esports soccer game that's themed around Mario characters that Nintendo had released sometime in 2005 on the GameCube. And the last game we had ever gotten in the series was Mario Strikers Charged on the Wii back in 2007, meaning for the first time in 15 years, we are getting a brand new Mario Strikers game. That is incredible! I'm not going to bore you too much with any of the details, but all you need to know is that this game is going to be coming out on June 10th, with pre-orders being available right now. The next important thing I want to talk about is some of the new information we got for Kirby and the Forgotten Land. In this part of the direct, they showed off this new mode that has been added to the game that is fittingly titled Mouthful Mode, in which Kirby is able to inhale items that are way larger than his entire body, and he's able to be the shape of whatever he's inhaling, like a car, a vending machine, and even a cone, which a lot of people then took and turned it into a VLC media player icon, which a lot of other people have, and it's amazing, and I want to keep it that way for the rest of my life. They also showed off some upgradable powers you're able to get in this game, so that's really cool. I like that. Honestly, it was a joy to watch this, and thankfully, the game is going to be coming out sometime next month, so I'm really looking forward to that.
He sucks a car.
Next up, oh yes, this is gonna be fun to talk about. It's time to talk about the 3 new bundles they are going to be releasing on the Switch. First off was Kingdom Hearts Intercom Masterpiece for Cloud, a collection that contains the main 3 Kingdom Hearts games, plus all the other games thanks to the HD 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix bundle and the HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue bundle. Yes, sadly, they are the cloud versions, meaning they have to be all done through an online server a la Google Stadia, but honestly, I'm not too bothered by that. It's just nice to see the Kingdom Hearts games finally coming to the Switch. Klonoa is finally coming back thanks to a new bundle that contains both Klonoa 1 and Klonoa 2, simply titled Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series. This one was definitely important for a lot of Klonoa fans, considering that the series has been in dormant for quite a while now. So seeing the fandom finally be able to come together and be able to talk about the series like it's new again because of this new release is amazing to a lot of people. And speaking of a video game series that's been in dormant for a while, oh, it's gonna be so good to finally be able to say this after years of waiting. But Portal and Portal 2 are finally getting a release on the Nintendo Switch with an exclusive bundle that's titled Portal Companion Collection. Oh, it's so good to finally say that.
Either way, you're in for a treat. In these
Portal's on the way!
For those that have been watching this channel for a long time, you would know that I am a massive fan of the Portal series. In fact, one of the first videos I had ever uploaded to this channel was of Portal, and one of the first commentary videos I ever did, actually the first commentary video I uploaded to this channel, had Portal 2 gameplay in it. I have always been a massive fan of the Portal series, despite there only being 2 games in the series, but I have waited so long for a Portal game to finally come out on the Nintendo Switch. First, we got LEGO Dimensions with the Portal 2 course, which was the first time Valve and Nintendo had done some sort of collaboration with each other. Then, later on the Nintendo Switch, we had gotten Bridge Constructor Portal. And finally, we're just straight up getting both games on the Switch. That is incredible! I'm gonna be rambling on a lot about this Portal port, so if you want to skip all that, here's the timeline, because it's gonna take a while for me to finally talk about all this. But like, it's so funny to me that Valve is doing this, considering that they have a portable system that they're releasing soon, the Steam Deck. So that's really cool that they're giving us Switch users something to hold on to. And I have a feeling they might port some of their other games to the Switch, maybe the Half-Life games like a lot of other people wanted, so hopefully we might get that in the future. But for now, for those that like me that just really like the Portal series, this was definitely incredible on their part. It's so funny too, considering how at the start of the year we got a brand new Geico commercial that was themed around Portal 2 for no reason at all. So I was wondering what that was about, and maybe there was something to do with Portal that connected to it. And I was right! My hopes is that they might do something involving the Still Alive courses, which I highly doubt, but I do hope they also bring back the Perpetual Testing Initiative for Portal 2, which was that custom make-your-own chambers thing that they added for both the PlayStation and PC versions, so I hope they bring that back for the Switch. I don't think they're going to, but if they do, that'd still be pretty cool. But yeah, it's just so nice to finally see the community being able to talk about Portal again with this coming out. It's so nice to see the both the Klonoa and the Portal fans like coming together and being able to talk about these franchises like they're new again because of these new releases. Like, that means a lot to a lot of us. But yeah, Portal Companion Collection is coming out later this year, and Valve announced that the price was going to be $20, which I think is a pretty good price for that. Next up is something that I like to consider a reboot of Wii Sports titled Nintendo Switch Sports. It includes a good chunk of the main games that a lot of people liked about Wii Sports, including tennis and bowling, while also adding new character designs, while also being able to have your own Miis, which I hope this section proves that you can add your own Miis, and I hope to God that is the case, because I'm not really a big fan of the new avatars they decided for this. I wish they brought back the Miis, but it's understandable why they didn't, because Miis don't have that much of a focus on the Switch anymore as they did back on the Wii. So yeah, that too is coming out later this year, with a golf update being added in fall. Yes, it's going to take them a while to add golf into the game, but still, that's nice that they're adding it anyway. The main thing I want to bring up about Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival is that Megalovania is going to be in it.
Drum to dozens of boppin' beats, including Megalovania.
That's all I need to say about it. Metroid Dread is getting an interesting update with 2 new difficulties being added. Dread mode, which is a very, very difficult mode in which one hit instantly kills you, and Rookie mode, which actually makes it an easier mode that adds more health and a lot more power-ups to you to make the game a lot more easier for new players. Honestly, I'm really happy they added that. I know there's been this big stigma going around with easy modes, but a lot of games have been adding that, like Select Celeste, which is considered one of the hardest games of all time, has a cheat mode that doesn't punish you if you use it. So that kind of says a lot about that, including the developers supporting the fact that you use it. So yeah, the update is available right now, with a second update coming out later on that adds a boss rush mode, and that'll be launching in April. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is EarthBound and EarthBound Beginnings coming to SNES and NES Switch Online respectively. Literally, people wouldn't shut up about wanting this game on Switch Online, and I had initially doubted it, considering all the legal issues they had to go through over the years because of the sampling that they use in EarthBound's soundtrack. So I'm kind of shocked they were able to get around with all the legal stuff and being able to get EarthBound on Switch Online. I had also assumed that they were going to be porting EarthBound to Switch Online, considering that Shigesato Itoi, the creator of EarthBound, had quote retweeted the direct tweet that Nintendo had posted, so I kind of assumed it went along the lines of EarthBound coming to the Switch. And also, fittingly enough, this came out literally exactly 6 years after the game theory video of Sans turning out to be Ness, so that's kind of cool. But wait, that doesn't stop there, because right afterwards they had announced a DLC pack for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe titled Booster Course Pack, in which for $25 from now all the way up to 2023, there will be 6 ways, each of them containing remastered courses from previous Mario Kart games, all the way up to Mario Kart Tour. And there is going to be a total of 48 new courses for you to be able to play, including Choco Mountain on Mario Kart 64 and Coconut Mall on Mario Kart Wii. Oh my god, Nintendo, please stop. Yeah, honestly, I really enjoyed this announcement, especially considering the fact that I am a big fan of the Mario Kart series. Hey, who knows? If they were able to add DLC to a game that hasn't gotten anything new in years, I'm pretty sure they might do the same to Mario Maker 2. I don't know, I'm just kind of guessing here. So yeah, that was all of the main things I was mainly focused on. I know I skipped a lot of things that were important to some people, including Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which appears at the very end, but I'm not that big of a Xenoblade person, but I know that game is important to a lot of people. So now let me ask the question that I had asked in the beginning of this video. Is this Nintendo Direct the best Direct Nintendo has done in recent memory? Well, in my honest opinion, yes. Yes, it was. Nintendo Directs have always kind of been notorious for disappointing a lot of people with a lot of the announcements, and to some degree that is very true. There has been almost every Direct that has been announced has something disappointing going on in it. And in my opinion, this Direct had the most things to be excited for. A new Mario Strikers game in 15 years, Klonoa and Portal are finally coming to the Switch, the fact that they're both actually getting collections to begin with, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, that f***ing Mario Kart 8 DLC pack that just came out of nowhere, and EarthBound coming to the Switch. Like, this is definitely a very easy win for the argument that this was the best Direct Nintendo has done, at least in my opinion so far with the history of Nintendo Direct ever since they released it in 2011. In my personal, honest opinion, this was one of, if not the best Nintendo Directs Nintendo has done in quite a while. It arguably had the most stuff that people were excited before, and it had the least disappointments for a lot of people. And I also argue that this definitely makes up, or at least heals a little bit of the wound over the fact that Giva Center had to be closed down because of this. Honestly, that did really hurt, the fact that they shut that down, but hey, the stuff that they added here kind of makes up for it. So yeah, we do forgive you, Nintendo. Well, at least for a little bit. But yeah, I want to hear what you think. What are your thoughts on this Nintendo Direct? What are your thoughts on all the games they had announced and all the things they had announced within this Direct? Tell me in the comments. And if you have any other suggestions for what you want me to talk about next, and if you have anything else that you want to submit to me, you can submit them all via Twitter, Discord, and in the comments section below. And if you did enjoy this video, then hit the like button, and if you're new, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And if some of you want to support me even further, then you can go check out my merch store, which will be in the description below. That's dinotg.creator-spring.com. But with all of that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Whew. This was fun.
Good boy.
Krusty Krab!